Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you very much for viewing this important announcement we have pertaining to the Community Choice Energy Aggregation Program. And I know with the other word, aggregation, which many people in small businesses are going through with the high cost of energy. And I want to thank my city team, first of all, Chief Development Officer Tim Sheehan, Deputy Director Tina Quagliano Sullivan, CAFO, Kathy Bunno, Colonial Power representatives are here, and they'll speak also on this issue. I've had a number of different groups reach out to me the past few years on these community choice energy programs, and I was always leery of some of these programs because of their teaser rates and the gimmicks that the scams that they would put forth, and people would get locked into rates with some teaser rates, and then the next thing you know, they're locked in for years paying a higher amount. This program has been undertaken by 215 communities in Massachusetts, and we went out, and we have First Choice, First Point Power that has been selected, and our consultant who did a great job, Colonial Power Group, and they've done a lot of this throughout the Commonwealth and besides this, have done an outstanding job. Supply is the key here. The costs continue to go up with supply and on your bill. And when you, with Eversource, which will continue to be your supplier, when you look at Eversource, their basic rates will change every 6 months. We lock into this for 35 months. And what this basically does is we're trying to protect your rights, trying to protect the residents and the business community with stable, predictable cost savings. And that's extremely important as we move forward. We're going to be holding community events. Tina will get into those community events, but we'll have community events with Colonial Power representatives and the City of Springfield representatives. And they will be Wednesday, October 22nd, 2025, at the Plaza Concepcion Community Center. That's the old Greenleaf Community Center. And that's on Parker Street. Wednesday, October 29th, 2025, 6 p.m. at the Rebecca Johnson School Auditorium, 55 Catherine Street, that's up in Mason Square area. Tuesday, November 4th, at the Raymond Jordan Senior Center, Blunt Park, Floresville Avenue, that's at 6 p.m. That's at 5:30 p.m. And Thursday, November 6th, and that's going to be on the north end of Brightwood Branch Library Community Room 359 Tenfield Street. There will also be Spanish translation that is there. So as we continue to move forward, I think it's important to also realize that what we have here is that notifications are going to be going out in the mail in October. You can opt in, you can opt out, but you can opt out of this program at any time. Eversource will continue to be your provider of electricity, and I think that's extremely important. A couple other points I want to put forward before I turn it over to Tina Q. There's some things here that you need to realize also. There's no enrollment, early termination, or cancellation fees attached to Springfield Electricity Program. Anyone that has a third-party supplier may be subject. They have to check for any early termination fees charged by the supplier. So ratepayers, you should verify that. Again, this is third-party private suppliers. And the residents and business owners with supplier blocks on their account must contact Eversource to request the block be removed if they want to participate in Springfield's electricity program. But again, this is to protect you, the residents and the business community, small businesses, and be able to put forth stable, predictable, and guaranteed rates, cost savings to you. And again, we looked at this thoroughly. There's always a leery about those other private entities that offer teaser and gimmick rates, and then you were locked in forever and you couldn't get out. So I'm proud to put this forward. And again, people are aggravated with their energy costs, but this is the Community Choice Energy Aggregation Program, which is going to help you and save money. And again, I'm very proud of my city team led by Chief Development Officer Tim Sheen and Deputy Director Tina Sullivan and CAFO Kathy Bunny. For the reference, we really did our due diligence to make sure that we're offering something that's going to be beneficial to you, the residents, and to our business community, commercial users at that point in time. So, without any further ado, let me bring up Deputy Director Tina Sullivan. She'll expound upon this a bit. Kathy Bunner with me will also speak about the colonial representatives here also to speak. Thank you very much. I wanted to make sure we got this information out ASAP, and we do appreciate other media members if you can get this information out to our residents, Springfield residents, and to our Springfield business community. Thank you. Tina Sullivan.
Hi there. So just to kind of give some basic information, the Community Choice Aggregation Program is authorized by state law. It allows municipalities to aggregate the buying power of all of its residents and businesses that are on the Eversource basic service rates to secure competitive and stable electric supply prices. This has been a long process for the city. It started back in 2022, and ultimately we submitted the plan to the Department of Public Utilities. We spent some time monitoring the market and ultimately decided it was appropriate now to secure pricing. It has been a long road, and we have had some starts and stops, but we're happy to say that we're ready to take that leap forward. What that means is we have procured rates. As the mayor said, we contracted with First Point Power to provide 2 different electric supply rates. One is a standard rate that meets Massachusetts renewable energy requirements, and the other is an optional premium rate that has 100% Mass Class 1 RECs. And I think the question is, what does this actually mean for Springfield consumers? What that means for you is a mailing will be going out with the city seal on it. That mailing will include information about the program. It will also have an opt-out card for residents. All residents that are currently on the Eversource basic service rate will automatically be opted into the program, unless you opt out. So if you're interested and you want to do this, you do not need to take any further action. If you are a consumer and you look at all the information you receive and you decide, no thanks, this isn't for me, that's completely okay. But what you do then is you need to send in the opt-out card. If you don't send that in, you don't get opted out of the program. You can also contact First Point Power directly and opt out. There is no cost to opt in or out of the program from the city. For those, as the mayor said, that already have selected a third-party supplier, you will receive a postcard. It's an informational postcard. You will not be automatically opted into the program. So what we advise is if you do want to opt into the program, before you do that, you need to check with your third-party supplier to make sure that they won't impose any early termination fees or penalties for leaving early. And then I think the next question is, what's the benefit? And so just to break that down a little bit, Eversource's basic service rates change at least twice a year, depending on the rate class. However, the rate secured by Springfield will stay the same for 35 months, beginning in December. This provides residents both stability that otherwise wouldn't be available to you before, and also provides residents an additional choice from a reputable source where the city has done the job of reviewing and vetting the rates, which is a good thing for residents. Consumers, like I said, will have the ability to opt in or out for no cost for the entire life of the program. For folks that want to see a move towards greater renewable energy and want to be more conscious of their environmental footprint, the premium option is available to you at a slightly higher cost. What I also want to say to folks is we understand how much people are struggling financially right now with the cost of everything increasing. And to that, we're doing what is within our power to respond to that need. And that includes trying to provide Springfield residents and businesses with a choice that otherwise wasn't available to them, and to provide you the ability to budget for your electric costs for the long term. How can you get more information? Like the mayor said, we're gonna hold 4 public information sessions. Residents, businesses, anyone in the city can show up. These are free to attend. There's parking available, and we'll answer whatever questions you have in person. You can also contact the city's third-party energy consultant with whatever personal questions you have that you don't want to bring to those information sessions. Thank you.
Nice job. Nice job. I think Colonial Power is going to hire away from you. No, she did a nice job. And before I bring up representatives from Colonial Power, I also wanted to mention that we're going to have a website. And for all you viewers out there that we're cheaters, I got to wear them too. So, Colonial Power phone number, by the way, is 1-866-485-5858, extension 1, numero 1. And the website, the city, we're going to maintain a website for the life of the program. For basic information, instructions can be found at www.springfield-mass.gov/finance/community choice-energy-program. We'll have all this information out. So again, the basic thing here is about being able to protect you, the residents, the small business community, with stable and predictable cost savings. Again, Eversource will change every 6 months or so. Here, you'll be locked in, guaranteed for 35 months. So we looked, we did our due diligence. We believe this is a great program. 250 other communities in Massachusetts are doing this. And again, it was really able to ease my mind that these were not some of those third party or the private deals that would come out of scams or gimmicks with teaser rates, and then you'd be locked in for years. Not able to get out. There's a lot of options here for you to opt in. You can opt out at any time you want. Without further ado, let me bring up the Colonial Power Group representatives here, and they'll speak a little more technically on this. And we appreciate you again viewing, and please join us at the neighborhood meetings that we'll have with city officials, property team, Clever, and so on, others, but definitely Colonial Power Group will be here. Without further ado, the Colonial Power Group. Thank you.
Mark Capito with Colonial Power. I'm only going to add one point. I want to let everyone know that any of the current programs that they get through Eversource are going to stay in place. Eversource is still going to be their utility. So if you have a low-income customer discount, you still receive a discount. If you have net metering credits, you still receive those. Budget billing, automatic withdrawal, all of that stays in place. It's still the utility that's going to be taking care of those. Those are utility benefits and stay in place with this program.
Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. That concludes this press conference information, dissemination to get out to you, the residents, and the business community, commercial users, to help you have stable and protect you and costs and stable costs and predictability for 35 months when it comes to energy costs, utility costs. Again, supply is the key thing. That's where the costs increase. Garnering the supply of this energy, so we'll be able to control that. And again, my mind has been reassured that this is not a gimmick, scam. There's always going to be those teaser rates, and you'll see all the further information. The first Power Group and then Colonial, first Power and with Colonial Group here, which have done an outstanding job. Thank you very much, and I wish you a great day, good health, and God bless. Thank you.